I adopted a whole food plant-based diet after 37 days of rehab when I moved into sober living. And I told myself that this is going to be the most uncomfortable thing I've ever done. I'm trying to get sober from 10 years of substance abuse. I'm as sick as I've ever been. I'm 350 pounds, but there's got to be something about myself or my life that I love enough to be willing to be comfortable being uncomfortable so that I can show up authentically and completely and reconnect to those meaningful bonds in life. And I
Hmm.
told myself, look, I tried for years to hate myself enough, to hate my life enough to want it to change. And I'm done trying to do that. Yeah, I had diabetes and heart disease. I didn't want it. Yes, I was obese. I didn't want to be obese. And yes, I nearly died and I don't want to die. Why not? What was it about myself that I loved enough? And for me, I wanted to finally be able to show my body that I love what it does for me, not what it looks like. That I love that it never gave up on me despite everything that I was doing. I wanted to reconnect to a family that never gave up on me. I wanted to reconnect to a purpose that has been waiting for me. And so I'd get up every single day and I'd prepare these meals on a plate and I would use them as acts of self love and self care. I would say that this is me making a statement to myself that I'm worthy of recovery. I'm worthy of health. And in 3 months, the diabetes, the heart disease, the erectile dysfunction were completely reversed. Within a year, I was off of every single psych med I was put on, and I had lost over 120 pounds. As of now, I've lost 180 pounds, and I'm the healthiest I've ever been. But more so than that was the vehicle. Food, I used it as a vehicle to reconnect to those meaningful bonds that have been severed early in life. I said to myself, if this is proof of anything, that this is proof that I didn't have to become a healthy version of myself. I've always been that. I just forgot it. So maybe recovery is not a transformation to a sober person, but more a practice of remembering who I've always been
Mm,
before the world taught me differently.
mm.
And so these feelings of anger and frustration and anxiety, maybe they're equally human. Maybe they're equally healthy and as equally meaningful as love and excitement and joy. What if all emotions are simply a reasonable response to life? And that they've only been a problem for me when I view some of them as worthy of acceptance and others as necessary to fight, right? To see one half of the breadth of human emotion as my enemy means I'm going to be fighting myself every single day for reasonable things. And so if I'm willing to just simply be, and you know this, you're into meditation, be the observer of what arises in me.
Mhm, mhm.
Listen to this meaningful signal that is coming up to teach me something, to see these feelings as my companion rather than my enemy. Maybe then, if I stop trying to be right and just be in the moment right now, I'll learn more about myself than I ever have. And that's exactly what happened.